I've read many books on critical thinking and come up with my own way of defining critical thinking. Critical thinking is a set of methods for making wise decisions while avoiding unwise decisions. Now, with my definition of critical thinking, I've tried to capture the essence of what the best books say. Some notes. I like to abbreviate critical thinking as CT. You'll notice I say that critical thinking is a set of methods. Equally accurate, I could say it's a body of knowledge. The purpose of critical thinking is making wise decisions. Another way I like to say this is making rational decisions while avoiding unwise or irrational decisions. So critical thinking equips a person to make wise or rational decisions. Let's look at some examples. Who are the best people to hang out with? I'm having this problem with a person I care about. What's the best thing I can do? How should I organize my finances? How can I best get to financial security? How can I get financial abundance? How should I live my life to optimize my happiness, that is, my flourishing? Critical thinking is also very useful in professional practices. For a detective, who committed the crime? What does the evidence show? For a practicing lawyer, how can I best win this case? What should be my strategy? For the business professional, should I start up this new business? Does this make sense? What product of all the choices I have should I pursue? How should I set up my finances? How can I best take care of my customers? How can I solve this really tough problem? For this application, what is the best way to measure temperature? For this site, how much electrical power can be generated using geothermal energy? In education, a student might ask, what major will give me the best income plus allow me to do what I want to do with my life? What is the best university for me to attend? When I'm taking a class, what topics are worth learning? When I am in a class, how do I know that I really have learned the material? How do I know that I know? Critical thinking was developed over the past 2,000 years by some of the greatest thinkers in human history. People like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, and people like John Stuart Mill and George Boole, the mathematician. Critical thinking involves a set of methods. Thus, anyone who wants to put the time in can learn to do critical thinking and can learn it very well. The scientific method has led to things like modern medicine, bridges that we can trust, the computer, the cell phone, the airplane, many of the things that make life special for us. And the scientific method itself is one of the methods of critical thinking. Thus, if you're interested in science or engineering or even business, I highly recommend critical thinking to you. Now, if you want to tell if someone is using critical thinking, listen to their vocabulary. They'll be using words like issue, words like premises, claims. They'll be talking about inductive logic, deductive logic. They'll be talking about evidence, data, and perhaps most important, they'll be talking about respect for people with differing points of view. Summary. Humans make many decisions per day. Critical thinking, simply the body of knowledge which teaches you, me, or anyone else how to make wise or rational decisions while avoiding unwise or irrational decisions. I am Dr. Don. This video is from a book course on critical thinking. Here's some information about the book course. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate getting a chance to share the cool things that I have learned about critical thinking.